The following is a presentation of the Missouri Sports Network.
Well, hey, good morning there, Missouri, and welcome to the morning update. I'm Guy Newcomb, the scoreboard guy here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Presented by Pizza Ranch Studio. Pizza Ranch is our studio host and has been for almost a year now. We certainly appreciate Pizza Ranch and them hosting our tip-off clubs, quarterback clubs, now leadoff clubs coming up March the 20th around the state of Missouri. Also presented by Central Bank of the Ozarks, Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks, Great Southern Bank, Doak Propane, Liuna, Labor's Local 663, the Bank of Billings, and Burgess and Associates. We'll start off here with the scores from last night. Class 4's districts have reached their semifinal round. And in Dexter, it was the 1-seed Dexter over Fredericktown, 52-41. Cape Central Notre Dame, 66-55 over Doniphan. They will meet Friday in Dexter. In Class 4 District 2, Central Park Hills 71, Afton 31, and Potosi over St. Genevieve 56-49. Class 4 District 3 boys semifinal was Sullivan over Owensville 43-37, and the 6th seed Salem defeats St. Clair 60-54. In Class 4 District 4 semifinal boys action, it was John Burroughs 54, Priory 34, MICDS over Whitfield 58-36. Class 4 District 5 boys semifinal, Vashon 75-45 over Confluence Prep Academy. Miller Career Academy 77-60 over Live for Life Academy. In Class 4 District 6, St. Charles defeats Normandy Collaborative 83-48. And Soldan International Studies 57, U City 54. Class 4 District 7 boys semifinal, Lutheran St. Charles over Whitfield 73-50, and it was Orchard Farm over St. Charles West 67-62. In Class 4 District 8, the 1-seed falls to Hallsville. Hallsville over Macon 78-65. Hallsville will advance and play the 2-seed Kirksville on Friday as they defeat Mexico 66-62. Father Tolton over Blair Oaks 56-34, and Fatima defeats Fulton 75-52 in Class 4 District 9 semifinals. Class 4 District 10 semifinals at Eldon, Missouri. It was Versailles 67, Eldon 61, and Springfield Catholic defeats California 60-38. Class 4 District 11 semifinal, Logan Rogersville improves to 25-3 as they defeat Mountain Grove 73-51, and Hollister moves on as they defeat Forsyth 64-43. Championship game between Logan Rogersville and Hollister will be Friday at Hollister. Class 4 District 12 semifinals, it was Seneca over Monette 51-46, and Aurora defeats Cassville 60-36. In Class 4 District 13 semifinals, it was Nevada over Clinton 51-36. Barstow defeats Harrisonville 60-43. Class 4 District 14 semifinals, on the boys' side, it was Center over Central Kansas City 72-47, and Southeast defeats Ewan Marion Kaufman High School 47-41. Class 4 District 15 semifinals at Oak Grove, it was Richmond over Marshall 60-30, and Odessa defeats Excelsior Springs 52-37. And in Class 4 District 16 semifinals in St. Joe was Lafayette over Chillicothe 70-41, and Maryville defeats Benton 59-50. Back after these messages from the Missouri Sports Network.
I believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support for life. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters.
Enjoy a fresh start to your meal at Pizza Ranch, where the salad bar is always included with your buffet. Every day you'll find garden fresh greens, colorful veggies, and sides for every appetite. It's the most refreshing way to balance out a meal while leaving plenty of room for your other buffet favorites. Convenient, fast, and fresh. It's the Pizza Ranch Salad Bar. Mmm.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a time like this, in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's a lot better now.
It was like a huge weight lifted.
Welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network. Guy Newcomb alongside here for the next few minutes, and we'll run through Class 5. Districts got underway, so they're in district quarterfinal action. So lots of scores here. We'll start off in Class 5 with Cape Girardeau Central, 95 DeSoto 39. Windsor over Festus 59-58. Sykeston defeats North County 69-25. Hillsboro over Farmington 62-60. Again, these are boys district scores from last night in Class 5 quarterfinal action. Elsewhere, Cardinal Ritter defeats Lutheran South 74-38. St. Mary's over Rockwood Summit 70-56. Vianney 73. Pacific 36. Webster Groves over Washington 65-30. It was DeSmet 86. Riverview Gardens 35. Clayton over Hazelwood East 48-47. Ladue Horton Watkins 47. Parkway North 42. McClure North 40. McClure 36. Westminster Christian Academy 62. North Point High School 20. Warrenton over Fort Zumwalt East 51-47. Fort Zumwalt South defeats Hannibal 81-37. Parkway Central 66. Holt 47. In Class 5, District 5 quarterfinal action at Jefferson City, it was Jeff City 79, Capital City 37, Elias Catholic 64, Union 49. St. Francis Borgia defeats Marshfield 59-35, and Camdenton over Rolla 80-74. And maybe the upset of the night in Class 5 District 6 quarterfinals at Willard, it was the 1 seed Bolivar falling to the 8 seed Branson 55-52. Hillcrest over McDonald County 60-43. Parkview defeats West Plains 60-43. And Glendale over Willard 72-70. Elsewhere, it was Grandview over Warrensburg 69-62. Belton defeats Hogan Prep Academy 79-68. Webb City over Carl Junction 56-37. Ruskin defeats Raytown South 48-36. Pembroke Hill over East Kansas City 72-47. Van Horn defeats Platte County 61-60. Smithville over Lincoln College Prep 53-52. And Kearney defeats Winnetonka 60-41. Those were your Class 5 district quarterfinals. Moving into Class 6 boys district quarterfinals, it was Kirkwood over Fox 65-23. Poplar Bluff over Melville 67-54. Jackson defeats Oaksville 77-39. It was Lindbergh over Seckman 66-40. Parkway West defeats Waynesville 51-32. Lafayette Wildwood over Parkway South 68-63. Eureka defeats Northwest Cedar Hill 56-42. Marquette over Lebanon 70-55. CBC over Hazelwood West 80-40. Hazelwood Central over Rittenhour 53-49. Chaminade College Prep over Francis Howell North 56-21. SLU defeats Pattonville 54-35 as Troy Buchanan over Francis Howell Central 77-35. Timberland over Liberty Wentzville 70-59. Francis Howell defeats Fort Zumwalt North 69-33. St. Dominic over Fort Zumwalt West 60-42. Nixa hangs on, and they defeat Ozark 57-55 to go to 27-0 on the season. And they will play Joplin on Friday night. Joplin over Springfield Central 90-88 in double overtime. Kickapoo over Carthage 74-54. Republic defeats Neosho 56-40. Lee Summit West over Raymore Peculiar 51-41. William Chrisman 50, Lee Summit North 41. Rockhurst, the 7 seed, upsets the 2 seed Raytown 71-55. And the 6 seed Lee Summit defeats the 3 seed Truman 72-58. Elsewhere was Rockbridge over Smith Cotton 61-30. Grain Valley defeats Blue Springs 61-53. Hickman over Fort Osage 72-37. Battle defeats Blue Springs South 73-52. Staley goes to 25-2 as they defeat Central St. Joe 85-36. Park Hill South over North Kansas City 62-55. Oak Park defeats Liberty North 71-44, and Park Hill over Liberty 71-61. Coming up tonight in Class 4, there'll be Class 4, 5, and 6 girls action, all taking place tonight. And then Friday will be the boys' quarterfinals. Friday, March the 3rd, tomorrow, you will have the Class 1 quarterfinals. At Van Buren will be South Iron versus Clarkton. At St. Joe will be Jefferson Conception versus Green City. And at Warrensburg, Thomas Jefferson versus St. Elizabeth. And then at Moberly, Glasgow versus Atlanta. In Class 2, boys, quarterfinals tomorrow will be Principia versus Cooter. At Farmington, at St. Joe will be Wablo versus Plattsburgh. And at Moberly will be Salisbury versus Clopton. And at Warrensburg, Hartville versus Marionville. And Class 3 quarterfinal boys action tomorrow night will be West County taking on Central New Madrid at Farmington. And then at Moberly will be Lutheran North and Cole Camp. And St. Pius X will match up with Lafayette. St. Pius X, coming into this quarterfinal matchup, is 8-19 on the season. And they'll take on a Lafayette County team in Class 3 state quarterfinal that is 27-2. And then at Warrensburg will be Thayer at 24-4 versus Sparta at 24-5 on Friday night. Elsewhere, look, I want to recognize today's birthdays. In 1982, Ben Roethlisberger. 1962 on this date, John Bon Jovi was born. In 1917 on this date, Desi Arnaz was born. And in 1913, Mort Cooper. 1909, Hall of Famer Mel Ott. And in 1904, Dr. Zeus was born. On this date in 2004, the Indianapolis Colts signed quarterback Peyton Manning to a 7-year, $98 million deal with a $34.5 million signing bonus, the largest package ever at that point in the NFL. In 1989, New York Mets stars Keith Hernandez and Darryl Strawberry famously nearly come to blows in front of reporters and TV cameras and crews at a spring training game. And in 1966, Chicago Blackhawks right wing Bobby Hull becomes the NHL's first 2-time 50-goal scorer when he strikes in a 5-4 win against the Detroit Red Wings at Chicago Stadium. And on this date in 1965, one of those popular musical films of all time, The Sound of Music, starring Julie Andrews and Christopher Plummer, premieres. In 1966, the following year, it would win the Academy Award for Best Picture. In 1963, the 10th ACC men's basketball tournament, Reynolds Coliseum, Raleigh, North Carolina, Duke defeats Wake Forest 68-57. And famously on this date in 1962, Philadelphia center Wilt Chamberlain scores 100 points, the most ever, and continues to be the most ever by an NBA player in a single game. The Warriors defeat the New York Knicks 169-147 in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Chamberlain was 36 of 63 from the field and 28 of 32 from the foul line on this date in 1962. Certainly appreciate everybody tuning in. Have a great day. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow.